They said the Drake album was for him to get off Cash Money.
I don't know why it's so much of a problem over there. I think every time they ask me about Baby and Wayne, and I was like, no comment. And it's only because your relationship with the Pop, he can forgive you.
Yeah.
He may not necessarily forgive me.
50, you're not that talented. There's no way possible that you win in the versus battle with Lil Wayne.
The hip-hop world's losing his mind right now. After years of rumors and quiet tension, 50 Cent just broke his silence and dropped the truth behind his legendary feud with Lil Wayne. What he revealed isn't your typical rap beef. It's pure chaos. He's pulling back the curtain on secret confrontations, private drama, and hidden moments fans never saw. For years, people wondered why things between 50 and Wayne felt so personal. Subtle jabs and tracks, slick comments, endless gossip. But no one had the full story until now. 50 didn't bite his tongue this time. He dropped shocking confessions, spilled behind-the-scenes stories, and shared moments that flip how fans see this rivalry. The internet's going wild. Clips everywhere, comments non-stop, and everyone's debating what's real. This isn't just music drama. It's a front-row seat to one of hip-hop's wildest rivalries. The emotions, strategy, and real-life tension ran deep for years, and 50's truth bombs are jaw-dropping. Fans are in disbelief, trying to piece together every detail, and nobody's staying quiet about it. Get ready for this one. It's about to flip everything you thought you knew about 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, and the chaos that rocked hip-hop. You've got to see this unfold, because what 50 just shared changes the whole game. For years, their feud's been one of the most debated in rap. Fans picked apart every lyric, every rumor, trying to figure out what really went down. But now, 50's finally stepping up to tell his side. And what he's revealing is explosive. This isn't just a simple celebrity clash. It's a wild dive into power, pride, and behind-the-scenes moves that shaped two rap legends. It all started when both were at their peaks, owning the charts and the streets. The whispers of tension were everywhere, but nobody knew the truth hiding underneath.
50 Cent. This man is a mainstream monster. Wayne is a cultural mainstream monster. But when we talk about these hits, when we talk about these bodies of work, talking about like these smashes, I ain't saying 50 gonna wash Wayne, but if Wayne is not sequenced right, that could be a very long night for Dwayne Carter.
I'm a 50 fan. Wayne been around way longer. Wayne on way more hits. Way more hits. Way more.
According to 50, this was never just about music. It was about loyalty, respect, and influence. He said lines were crossed, respect was tested, and the game's ruthless energy turned small disagreements into a full-on war. 50 didn't hold a thing back. He exposed private talks, unseen confrontations, and choices that shifted both of their careers. He broke down how words, actions, and power plays took a once friendly competition and twisted it into something way darker. The crowd listening to 50 Cent's story was in total disbelief. They could see just how calculated and strategic every move had been. This beef wasn't just personal, it hit business hard. 50 broke down how collabs got blocked, alliances got shaky, and big opportunities shifted because of all that tension. Artists, producers, and insiders stuck in the middle had to move carefully, trapped in a messy web of loyalty and power. This wasn't just music, it was about influence, dominance, and control. Once clips of 50's revelations hit social media, things exploded. Fans flooded timelines, breaking down every quote, questioning motives, and wondering what Lil Wayne might say next. Soon hashtags were blowing up. Number 50 Cent, number Lil Wayne, number hip-hop beef were everywhere. People couldn't stop talking, dissecting every second, proving how massive this moment had become. And 50 didn't stop there. He got real about the emotional side too. He opened up about pride, ego, and how public image kept the fire burning. Every lyric, every interview, every slick diss had a story behind it, full of planning, competition, and a few stabs of betrayal. Fans who thought they knew the story were finally seeing how deep this feud really ran. As 50 Cent kept talking, the room got tense. He started dropping story after story, breaking down real moments from studio sessions, wild events, and private run-ins that showed just how deep this feud went. He talked about slick jabs, unspoken competition, and raw confrontations that pushed both him and Lil Wayne to their limits. The amount of detail was unreal. It gave fans a rare look inside one of hip-hop's most legendary rivalries. 50 explained how outside voices added fuel to the fire. Managers, producers, and industry players all stirring things up, making decisions that kept the drama alive. These confessions showed how hip-hop's power games and behind-the-scenes politics can twist simple disagreements into all-out wars. Listeners started connecting the dots, realizing this wasn't just about two rappers. It was a reflection of the whole industry's messy network of loyalty, status, and control. The energy in that room was electric. People were glued to his every word. Some laughed in shock, others gasped, and a few just nodded like they finally understood. 50's storytelling was raw, funny, and intense all at once. Every story pulled the crowd deeper. Every detail added tension, and by the end, everyone was locked in, desperate to know what twist was coming next. It was clear this feud had layers: personal pride, business rivalry, and cold strategic moves. The pressure of public image was always there, and 50 Cent's revelations finally ripped the curtain wide open. Fans got a real look at what was happening behind the flashy headlines, cryptic lyrics, and non-stop gossip. The internet went crazy, comments flying, theories dropping, and everyone trying to piece together the real story. In hip-hop, every move and word gets picked apart, but 50's disclosure flipped the game completely. Fans finally had insider knowledge, context, and raw truth that changed how they saw his feud with Lil Wayne. But just when people thought it was over, 50 made it clear this story was far from done. He hinted that what came next would be even wilder, and the crowd could feel it. Clips flooded timelines, debates got heated, and hashtags kept trending. Then, 50 leaned into the mic, dead serious, ready to drop another bombshell. What he was about to share hit deeper. It was the part of the story no one had ever seen. He started by revisiting private studio moments that turned tense fast. According to 50, there were sessions where creative talks nearly blew up into full-blown arguments. Every beat, every verse, every move turned into a silent battle of ego and pride. Lil Wayne, known for his genius and unpredictability, clashed with 50 over timing, creative choices, and how their image played out in public. The room got quiet as he spoke. Fans could feel that this wasn't just industry tension anymore. It was personal, raw, and ready to explode. What fans once thought were harmless spats were actually carefully planned power moves, shaping reputations and alliances across the industry. This feud wasn't just about music. It was a whole chess game of status and control. 50 Cent broke down wild moments from award shows, red carpets, and public events that secretly added gasoline to the fire. Even small things, eye contact, slick comments, or silent gestures, carried heavy meaning. The crowd could feel it, whether they were in the room or watching online. What looked like playful talk between celebs was actually a coded battle of pride, ego, and dominance. 50 also peeled back the emotional side, admitting how pride and pressure mixed with the constant demand to stay relevant. Both he and Lil Wayne were under a microscope, every move judged, every word twisted, every misstep amplified. Behind the cameras and flashy smiles, there was real frustration, rivalry, and strategic calculation running deep. For once, fans saw the human side of it all. They realized fame wasn't just about success. It came with non-stop tension, competition, and emotional weight. And when clips of 50's confession hit the internet, things blew up fast. Within minutes, social media went crazy. Fans were losing it, reacting with shock, excitement, and endless speculation. 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, and hip-hop beef were blowing up across every platform. Comment sections were flooded as fans broke down every line, guessed hidden motives, and speculated on how Lil Wayne might fire back. What started as a simple feud had now turned into a full-blown viral storm. Then things got darker. 50 dropped new info about behind-the-scenes moves made by managers, collaborators, and industry insiders who secretly stirred up the drama. He claimed some people purposely twisted narratives and played both sides just to keep the tension alive. These details gave fans a raw look into the shadowy power games that rule hip-hop, where control stretches way beyond the music. Each confession added more depth, showing the feud was never random. It was all planned moves, reactions, and ego. 50 described moments where deals fell apart, collabs were blocked, and chances were lost because of manipulation and pride. This wasn't just two rappers clashing. It was a chess match of influence, where every lyric, interview, and appearance carried hidden meaning. Fans couldn't look away, realizing every move had been strategic. By the end, 50 made it crystal clear. Nothing in this rivalry was accidental. Every step, every decision was part of a much bigger game. The tension hit its breaking point when 50 Cent started describing private confrontations that fans never even imagined. He painted scenes of heated arguments, close calls, and intense moments that nearly turned personal. You could feel the pressure in his voice. The energy was heavy, carrying years of rivalry and frustration. Each story stacked on the last, building a timeline too wild to ignore. 50 revealed how outside chaos, media headlines, controversies, and non-stop fan reactions kept the feud alive. Every rumor, every post, every whisper online added more fuel, shaping decisions and making things spiral even faster. What seemed like a simple clash between two artists had actually become something much bigger. The feud was fed by the crowd, powered by headlines, and magnified by the culture itself. Fans watching online could sense it. This wasn't just music beef anymore. It had emotional, cultural, and business weight behind it. By this point, people were obsessed. Forums, group chats, and comment sections were overflowing with theories. Everyone wanted to know how deep it really went, what caused it, who played a part, and what might happen next. The hype was unreal, and the story had officially taken over hip-hop. Each revelation from 50 Cent turned the heat up even more. The anticipation was off the charts. His mix of sharp humor, raw honesty, and no-filter intensity had fans completely locked in. Every word hit hard. By the time he paused, one thing was clear. This feud was nowhere near finished. People could feel it. Something bigger was coming. The air in that room was electric as 50 prepared to dive into the next chapter of his long-running beef with Lil Wayne. Everyone knew this rivalry was already legendary, but 50 promised what was next would blow minds wide open. As he leaned into the mic, the crowd went silent, ready for secrets that would shake up everything they thought they knew. He kicked it off with the behind-the-scenes business moves that secretly fueled the tension. 50 revealed that some collaborations weren't canceled by accident. They were blocked on purpose. Strategic moves, alliances, and rivalries decided who could work with who. Those decisions didn't just hit him and Wayne, they affected other artists caught in the middle too. Every handshake, every studio session, every business deal was watched closely and sometimes even manipulated. It was a world built on control, reputation, and power plays. Then 50 went deeper, talking about the personal clashes that fans never got to see. The kind of moments that happened away from cameras, but shaped everything fans saw in public. From fiery arguments in hotel lobbies to tense studio showdowns, 50 Cent revealed private moments that were raw, emotional, and straight-up explosive. The crowd hung on every word as he described the looks, the tone, the tension. You could almost feel the heat in the room. It was a rare peek into a side of fame fans never get to see. Each story peeled back another layer, proving this wasn't just about music. It was personal, emotional, and full of strategy. 50 went on to expose how media hype and social posts kept the feud alive. Interviews, tweets, and even body language became secret weapons, used to send messages, test loyalty, or trigger reactions. He explained how both he and Lil Wayne mastered the game of public perception, sometimes using it to gain power, sometimes to protect themselves from rumors. Fans online suddenly saw the feud in a whole new light. It wasn't just beef, it was a war of image, reputation, and control. Then things got even messier. 50 shared how industry players, managers, producers, and collaborators added their own twists, sometimes by accident, sometimes on purpose. Their behind-the-scenes influence made the rivalry even harder to manage. Every deal, every call, every move carried weight, turning this feud into one of hip-hop's most complicated and high-stakes battles ever. 50 Cent surprised everyone when he talked about the moments of respect hidden inside all the chaos. Even with the beef, there were flashes of professionalism and mutual admiration that showed this rivalry wasn't all hate. It had shades of loyalty, pride, and strategy. He reminded fans that hip-hop feuds aren't black and white. They're layered with real emotion and business moves. 50 explained how this tension didn't just hit him and Lil Wayne. It rippled across the game. Some artists lost collabs, others missed major chances, all because of the unspoken divide between two powerhouses. When clips of his revelations hit social media, fans went wild. Hashtags trended instantly, comment sections exploded, and everyone debated what Lil Wayne might say next. This story had officially gone beyond one video. It became a movement, pulling the whole culture in. 50 also shared the emotional side, how ego and loyalty shaped every decision. Trust got tested, feelings got bruised, and even the biggest names had to face the cost of pride. 50 Cent dove into the art of subliminal warfare. He broke down how lyrics, interviews, and even tweets were coded messages. Sharp jabs wrapped in clever wordplay. Every move was calculated. Every post had a purpose. Fans were stunned, realizing that hip-hop beef isn't just loud. It's strategic, subtle, and built on reading between the lines. The deeper he went, the more suspense grew. This wasn't just drama. It was chess with microphones. The mix of private confessions, industry secrets, and viral fan reactions turned the whole saga into a cultural event. 50 wasn't just spilling tea. He was showing how power, pride, and emotion all collide behind the fame. Social media couldn't keep up. Clips spread fast, comments blew up, and fans demanded more. Everyone could feel it. This story was only halfway told. There were still secrets, responses, and shocks waiting to drop. As the crowd leaned in, 50 did too, ready to reveal the moments that defined his feud with Lil Wayne. What came next, he promised, would be raw, unfiltered, and straight explosive. 50 Cent opened up about private clashes that had never gone public. Late-night studio face-offs, tense hotel confrontations, and silent standoffs that nearly crossed the line. Each story revealed how pride and ego clashed at the height of their fame, moments so intense they could have ended everything if handled wrong. The audience was locked in, realizing how much pressure had always been bubbling under the surface. Then 50 dug into the fallout. Collabs were canceled, business deals fell apart, and even rising artists got caught in the crossfire. This wasn't just personal beef. It shaped the direction of hip-hop itself. Every move carried weight. Every decision left ripples across the industry. He exposed how certain insiders, managers, producers, and power players quietly fueled the feud for attention and advantage. Fans were stunned to see how deep the manipulation ran. Finally, 50 got real about the toll it all took. The stress, the sleepless nights, and the constant need to protect his name. Every word, every move became a test of pride and loyalty. Behind the headlines, there wasn't just drama. There were real emotions and heavy consequences. 50 Cent broke down the quiet battles that played out through lyrics, interviews, and slick social media moves. Every word, every post had a hidden meaning, each one part of a bigger strategy. Fans were stunned by how calculated it all was, realizing this wasn't just about image, it was about power, control, and legacy. As the story reached its peak, 50 shared the rare moments of respect that cut through the tension. There were near collabs, mutual nods, and flashes of professionalism that reminded everyone this rivalry wasn't just hate. It had layers of understanding too. Then came the bombshells, private talks, unseen moments, and secrets that completely reshaped how fans viewed both artists. The crowd was glued to every word as social media blew up once again. By the end, it was clear. This feud wasn't just iconic, it was deep, emotional, and full of strategy. 50 didn't just entertain, he exposed the real mechanics behind hip-hop's most unforgettable rivalry. If you thought that was wild, just wait, it's not over yet. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the next drop is going to shake things up even more. This is your front row pass to hip-hop's most legendary feud, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Make sure to like, comment, and share this video with your crew, family, and every hip-hop head who loves raw insider drama. Every tap keeps the convo alive and spreads the truth even further. Drop your thoughts below. Do you believe what 50 said? How do you think Lil Wayne will fire back? Could there still be secrets waiting to surface? Stay locked in, because each chapter goes deeper, wilder, and more unpredictable. Follow the updates, keep that bell on, and catch the next wave of revelations. When 50 speaks, the whole world tunes in. See you on the next drop.